we are on the final week. The final week of Big Brother. Guys, it's been what a wild ride it has been. The final week. I will be attending the live final this Friday. So if you're going to be there, come and say hi. But yes, we're on the final week, and then I can have a bit of a break. I say that, but knowing me, when this wraps up, I will say put in the comment section what shows you want me to review. In fact, I'll say it now. Any upcoming shows, I did see like the American Traitors is coming out in January. I might tune into that, but then I've got Love Island, so I'll be back to reviewing 2 shows, which means Jim might have to get put on a backseat. No, I'm joking. No, I can't do that. I'm going to have to work around. I'm going to have to really work around that. But anyway, let me not think about that now. Let's think about the now. With Big Brother still happening, let's think about the now. But before we get into today's review, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as you guys already know, I'm on the road to 10,000 subscribers. And yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into this review. So the episode begins with basically them showing the eviction happening on Friday, and Jenny was saying she thought Caroline would stay. We don't need to lie, Jenny, okay? I get that you want to act all, oh my God, shocked for Caroline or upset she's gone. I get it. You don't want to make her feel bad. Yeah, I get that. Let's not lie though and say we thought Caroline was staying. No, you even knew deep down in your heart of hearts that she wasn't staying. Cut the crap. We don't need to lie. We do not actually need to lie. In what world, in what dimension was Caroline actually staying in our house? If she had stayed in our house, I would have said the fans are delusional. I would have called you out on your bullshit. There was no way. There was actually no way. So we could cut the crap. Teja said we are boring, but basically what Teja was referring to was when Sam would said, without them 3, the house would be boring. And Teja said, we're boring, but we're the ones that are still here. And that's on period. I'm going to give an honest review, right? I don't even think that Sam, Nancy, or Caroline was boring. If I'm being totally honest, if Caroline went about things differently, I personally would have found her entertaining. Because she had entertaining. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say there were certain things that she did that I didn't do. I didn't bust a slight giggle to. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sit here and lie and be like, there were certain things that she done I did not go... that was a quick, because I was like, okay, what she said there was funny. But her, as a whole in that house, she wasn't nice, especially towards Richard. And that's why I couldn't really align with what she was on. I just couldn't get down with it. Sam, I really liked Sam from the beginning. I thought he was really cool, another person that's part of the community, I could support them, but then I started to see their true colors coming out, and I was like, oh no, the bitchiness, I'm not here for that. The bitchiness, I'm really not here for it, and I wasn't really feeling it. And Nancy, to be honest, I didn't really have an issue with Nancy. Nancy was always open with Jenny about how she felt about Jenny, but I think just you attaching yourself to the bad seed, which was Caroline, is what went down, is what made you go down in the stock market. Cameron was saying that he got tired of the Sneaky Pete stuff. I think we all got tired of it. Not just you. To be honest with you, it was boring and it just wasn't making any sense because I don't see where Cameron was being sneaky. Up to this day, I still maybe and now I don't see it. I don't see it. But if we're gonna be sneaky, if Cameron was saying something about Sam to Caroline or whatnot, but you lot will run back and tell each other. So I don't know. I just feel like everyone in that house is hypocrites, man. Jenny doesn't want anything to do with Nancy or Caroline. She said she said that about Emily, actually. Now I'm getting confused. That's so funny because Jenny was very close to Caroline at one point in the house. That is Jenny. Like I said, Jenny's not beating the fake allegations. I'll be so real. I'll keep it a buck. She's not beating the fake allegations because you was very close to Caroline in the house and now all of a sudden you can't stand her. All of a sudden, I'm not buying it personally. Sorry, you're not fooling me. You're actually not fooling me. I'll be so real. She said that she's gonna get drunk as there will be no one stealing the wine this time. Emily said Emily felt bad as they celebrated that Caroline left. I beg you, go and feel bad by yourself. Ain't nobody, who cares? Caroline's gone. Yay! Yay! Caroline's gone. Woohoo! Feel bad only one. I couldn't give two shits. The demon is gone. The demon has left the house. And feel bad by yourself. Come in and say, oh, it's just a bit bad that people were celebrating. Okay, let them celebrate. That's their prerogative. Caroline wasn't liked in the house. If I was in the house, I would celebrate. I'll start running around screaming. I'll start doing laps. I'll start jumping over the chairs. I'll start doing backflips, front flips, you name it. I'll be like, thank God she's gone. I can now be at peace for the last week, at least. Like, what's tea? Give me 1 minute. Tate was basically saying how he liked Caroline overall. And Richard was saying he could see another character underneath all the bad Caroline acts. And I do agree with Richard. When Caroline first came into the house, remember when she was willing to let herself go? She said, oh, there was this nice Caroline. And I don't know what happened, but actually, I know exactly what happened. Let me not, Tarek, stop playing stupid. Like, immunity. Ever since this woman got the immunity, I just saw a different side to her. She's like, you know what, F everybody. I'm gonna become the bad person now. I believe, I don't know, man. I don't know, because me personally, I'm always saying, you cannot act a villain if you're not playing a character. Me personally, reality TV, you are yourself. This isn't a TV show where you're playing a character. You understand? I do get that for some reality TV, people do act up for cameras. I get that. But you are still yourself. You're not playing a character. Like, you haven't been given a script and you're like revising lines and having to learn lines and having to get into character and learn the character's behavior. That's not what it is. So that's in Caroline. I'm so sorry, but I believe she's a nasty person. She's got that to her. And I'm not saying that everyone has a nasty side, you know. Every single human being that lives and breathes on this earth I've got a nasty side to me. I'll be so real. Like, I do. And this is why I say to people, this is why I make sure I'm hanging around the right type of people that will never make sure that side comes out of me. Because if that side does come out of me, it's not a pretty side. Because the verbiage that will come out of my mouth isn't pretty. It's not pretty for ears. It's not PG. Let's just keep it like that. That's why I disassociate myself from people that will bring me out of my character, because I'm really not like that version of me. I tried to leave that version of me in secondary school. This is why I'm saying the company you keep is very, very important. That's just like a little side note. Elsa ends up telling Marcus that she loves him in bed. Guys, I don't know. I'm just not buying the whole Elsa and Marcus love plot. I like, it's cute. I love you. Oh, I'm not buying it. I'm so sorry. I'm just not. Yeah, I'm just not buying it. I'm so sorry. As cute as it is, I'm not saying it's not cute. It is sweet. I don't know. Something is just telling me not to trust it fully. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm keeping that one like at arm's length for now. Elsa says she's never had a guy that's spoken to her nicely. So what was Ed Matthews doing? Actually, let me not ask stupid questions. Let me not even ask. This is not straight. But then what do I know about straight? I'm not straight. Anyway, Emily is so sick of being single. She really wants a husband. Please stop. The desperation is not cute. Okay? I always tell people, stop going and look. When it happens, it will happen. You as a person, Emily, that believes in God, you should know this yourself. God puts people in your life for a reason. The way that you're on national TV saying, I'm tired of being single. I'm tired. I just really want a husband. I mean, the desperate men out there will come flocking your way. But men with class, and men that have standards, they're not going to run to you because of how you're, that desperation. I'm sorry, that's icky behavior. And I was about to say I'm a straight man. I'm not even a straight man. But to me, that's ick, like, because there's men like that. There's men that behave like that. But they're more like sexual with it. Like the verbiage that they use is actually disgusting. But it's like on similar kind of level. The desperation. I do not like people who are desperate. It's an instant turn off. It's an instant turn off for me. I just don't like people that are desperate like that. It's giving like. It's giving like you're gonna. Well, tomorrow isn't promised, but it's giving like you're gonna die tomorrow. Take time and keep it easy. It would eventually happen. Just focus on yourself, it would happen. When I always say, when you focus on yourself and just mind your business, it comes when you least expect it. Marcus is in the diary room. I feel like I did skip a note, so we're gonna go back. Marcus was in the diary room talking about Elsa and how he also loves her as well. And said that it's never been better between those two. I don't know how I managed to skip that note. Emily also did say that she tried to date someone who's left wing. I wonder how that worked. Well, obviously, clearly it didn't work out, but she said she can't date someone that's too far left. I'm not dating no person that's right wing. I'm so sorry. That's just not happening. But that'll be very difficult to come across someone who's gay and who's... Actually, no. Let me not say that. There's gay men out there who are right wing. It's the same way I wouldn't date nobody that's atheist. I've done it before. It doesn't work. And plus, it goes against everything I believe in. So I just would never do it again. I wouldn't date someone who's atheist, and I wouldn't date someone who's right wing. To me personally, if your views are not similar or don't align to my way of living, we cannot be together. I'm not even gonna entertain you. I'm gonna ask you who you support and stuff like that in terms of politics. And if by your answers, if by number one you can't give me a straight answer, that's already like that. That's an amber flag for me, because why can't you give me a straight answer? I'm asking you a simple question. Like, why can't you give me a straight answer? Why are you beating around the bush? Just say Green Party or Labour, or you can even say you don't know much about politics. I'll even take that as an answer, but don't be like, well, my parents are this, No, what do you... I don't care about your parents. What do you align with? What's your way of living? Your parents are different people. You're different to your parents, so... Yeah, I don't know why people love to tell me, their parents are this, but I'm this. I didn't ask about your parents, I asked about you. Richard is talking about Caroline in the diary room. This man is happy that she's gone. And Richard, I don't blame you. She was literally tormenting you in that place. I actually don't blame you. I really don't blame you. It's so funny how none of them, how they want to make pancakes, but none of them know how to make pancakes. That's hilarious to me. Big Brother is giving everybody a chance to earn some iCurrency, as it would be the final... It will be the final week of winning iCurrency. It's called ID Eyeballs, where they'll drop out of the hatch. They have to claim the eyeballs, open it, and it can either be a good thing or a bad thing, and they have to complete the task inside. And then they have a chance tomorrow of buying letters from home. So Cameron, he gets a good one, and it's raining eyes. He basically has to catch as many eyes as he can from the eyes that's being thrown over the fence. I thought that was really good, especially with what he went through last week in terms of the eyes being taken from him from Caroline. I'm glad he managed to get some... I'm glad he actually managed to get some eyes back. I'm happy for him about that. He ended up getting 31 eyes. Elsa's in the diary room to open her eye, and it was a bad one, and she basically had to wear a frog outfit and basically kind of act like a frog for the remainder of the day. Teja is speaking back slang. I've never heard of this before. It actually sounds like a different language. There's back slang and then there's double back slang. It's like, huh? How do you even... That's a whole new language, you know? Like, because how do you even learn to speak that? Where did you learn to speak that? Does anybody else know how to speak that? Because, where do you learn to speak these things? Marcus got a bad idea. Who he thinks is the most jarring housemate. He picked Emily. And then Jenny was like, what does jarring mean? Does it? And then basically they said annoying, and Jenny was like, yeah, I feel that too. I don't find Emily that much annoying, but obviously they live with her, so but from watching it, I don't find her that jarring. Maybe when she's like energy, and maybe that's a lot for people, especially people that are not, especially when their energy levels are not always high like that. Sometimes it's about just finding the right balance. That's just all it is, really. But from watching it, I don't find Emily jarring. Yeah, I don't actually find her jarring, to be honest. What's the next one? So Tate ended up getting a space hopper race, and he ended up winning. Emily is questioning when she had a boyfriend, well, if she had a boyfriend, would she actually be jarring? Because now she's actually second guessing. I feel a sneeze coming, but it's like it's taking its time to come. I'm gonna have to have a hot drink after this because I really pray that I'm not getting sick. I pray. I don't care how cold it gets outside, please. I pray for the Lord Jesus to protect me from any kind of illness that may come upon me. Because earlier on, I was feeling like my throat it was a bit, you know when your throat is a bit thin? I just pray to God that, please, I can feel my nose is a bit stuffy. So I'm actually going to go make myself a hot drink after this review. Teja, she actually gets to know who has nominated her throughout the weeks of the experiment. So she basically had to guess the housemates. She guessed Jenny, Emily, and Tate. She got Tate and Emily correct, but Jenny actually never nominated her. Emily actually nominated her all 3 times since she's been back in the house. And Tate only, obviously, I think Tate done the face-to-face nomination, so that's the only one he nominated her for. So it does look bad. It does look like Emily has a personal vendetta against Teja, but that isn't the case. Emily did have a reason she did have a reason all 3 times, but then again, saying that there's a reason, everybody has to have a reason why they're voting for people. So it kind of does look like you have a personal vendetta against her, but I don't believe that she does. I just feel like back to back to back. But Emily did say that for the first 2 weeks, I remember her reasoning. Her reasoning was actually because she felt like she didn't have a connection with Teja, which is understandable. I do get that. Yeah, I do understand that. Emily got a good ideal. It's an IOU. She can pick to take another housemate's eyeballs, all of their eye currency. She first ended up saying Jenny, and then obviously the decision wasn't final. And then she started to cry. And I'm thinking to myself, girl, if you don't go and get a box of tissues and wipe up your tears, because why are you crying right now? You have a decision to make. Just make your decision, wipe your tears, and call it a day. You had to pick somebody. It's not the end of the world. Like, it's actually the final week. It's actually not that serious. Like, all I would think in my head is this, okay, cool. I have the chance to speak to my mom or speak to my dad or whoever. But it's the final week. Like, I'm going to see them at the end of the week anyway. So let me just enjoy the rest of the experience. Like, I don't know. It was giving like, oh my God, like, guys, I'm having a really tough decision. I'm like, I beg you, just keep your mouth quiet and just pick somebody, please. Like, I wasn't here for the tears. I'll be so real. She ended up picking Teja, and then she was like, oh, Teja, I'm so sorry. Like, you had to pick someone. Like, oh, stop. And this is what I don't like about people. Stop apologizing for something you had to do. Like, you had to do it. Bro, if I was in the house, I'd be like, yeah, cool, Teja, I'm taking your eyes. I'm not sorry because I had to do it. If I just out of the blue said I want to take your eyes and stole your eyes for whatever reason, then cool, that's different, but I had no choice. I had to pick someone. Why am I apologizing for a decision I had to make? Everyone's always, oh, I'm sorry. Nah, can we focus? 100K on the line. 100K, hello. We need to remain focused. The house then, they still end up talking about Emily's decision afterwards, and I'm thinking to myself, you lot are actually getting on my nerves. You're getting on my nerves. Like, Emily, it's okay. You had to just pick, and then she mentioned saying, I don't actually have a personal vendetta against you. I guess she wanted to just clear that one, which is fine. And Teja was just like, yeah. I can tell Teja doesn't care. Like, respectfully, she actually doesn't care what Emily has to say. Like, it's the final week. Like, me and you are not the best of friends. Like, we're not going to be close like that. It's the final week. I really couldn't care less what you have to say. So you trying to plead the fifth or... Not plead the fifth. That's a wrong thing. You trying to, plead with me now and trying to... It's not going to make a difference. Like, we're not going to become the best of friends in the final week. You get it? So, and furthermore, we have different political views. So, we're definitely not going to be best of friends. So, it's actually calm. Jenny is talking about Emily in the diary room, and Jenny is just laughing because she actually was one of the first people to call Emily annoying, and now that other people are starting to see it, so yeah. And then Teja is actually bugging out to Big Brother, saying how, she's been here for however many weeks and they're keeping letters from her family. She thinks it's really effed up, and she says she can't wait to come out of this experiment. And that is it for this episode, guys. I think it's crazy how we are on the final week. the time has flown by, but I'm also low-key glad that it's coming to an end. It gives me a bit of rest time. It gives me some time to kind of prepare for January for Love Island, because literally I've got the rest of November, December, and then I'm back with Love Island. But I will be doing other shows. I'm currently doing Power at the moment, but that's just weekly. That's every Friday, and that's only I'm only doing that one on TikTok. And once Big Brother ends, I'll be back to doing my normal YouTube schedule. I'll be back to uploading Saturdays and Sundays. That's actually my normal YouTube schedule, you know, twice a week. But when I'm reviewing shows, it's different. But you guys, please put in the comment section what shows you want me to review. If you guys want me to review I'm a Celebrity, I can do that. Even though I don't like the bugs and I cannot stand the bugs and the insects. But if you guys really want me to review I'm a Celeb, I can do that one. What else? Stranger Things comes out. When does it come out? November 27th. I haven't decided if I'm doing that on TikTok or YouTube yet. I haven't fully decided about that one. And the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. If you guys watch that one on Peacock, it's not the old Fresh Prince. It's like a drama one. It's the final season. I'm also going to be reviewing that as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it here or if I'm going to do it on TikTok. But yeah, you guys, I will keep you guys filled in. Be sure to follow me on my socials though, so I'll keep you guys clued in and up to date, because I don't really update you guys on here like that. You would have to follow me on my socials. And my socials is the same as my YouTube channel. It's the same as my YouTube handle. But yeah, guys, that has been it. If you guys have enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. As you already know, your boy's on the road to 10,000 subscribers. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. Take care.